My name is Roy Finley. I'm the Executive Assistant to the President of Teamsters Canada, Francois Laporte. I'm based in Calgary, Alberta. I've been with the Teamsters worked for the Teamsters for 42 years.
Roy, c'est une personne qui m'est chère parce que on partage les mêmes valeurs. C'est quelqu'un qui a un amour fou, un dévouement sans fin pour sa famille, ses enfants. On partage les mêmes valeurs à cet égard-là. Et j'irais même, j'affirme que Roy Finley, non seulement c'est un ami, c'est aussi quelqu'un que je considère qui fait partie de ma famille.
Roy is one of those people who he is at ease whether he's talking to a king or to someone who thinks they're important, or someone who's just an average person, or the guy who's panhandling on the street. He is at ease speaking to anyone, and he is one of those people that creates the impression of friendly, fair, and honest.
In looking at the development of Roy, you have to look at the progress for many years of hard work, keeping his nose to the grindstone and working his way through the organization at Local 362, and then becoming the principal officer himself of Local 362. He maintained the leadership of that local for a long, long period of time. I don't exactly remember the number of years. And it was always successful. And then in addition to that, at the time, the local union was developing pension plans and health and welfare plans, and he ultimately became the chair of those plans. They are now still in existence. They are very successful and quite large in terms of being unionized pension plans in Canada. They cross the Western Canadian prairies, and he has been a solid leader of it for years and years and years and years.
He's part of bringing everything together and uniting the country. He has a voice all the time. He's not afraid to speak out when he doesn't like something or when he does like something, right? So he's a standout guy.
Roy doesn't have a lot of hobbies. He's just a worker, but his mind is on the Teamsters Union all the time. But he has the ability to look way down the road. You know, I'm a hard worker. Try to do the right thing every day and go out and do the best. But Roy has this ability to have vision. So when I say that, I'm talking about the bodies inside the Teamsters Union. The Canada Council of Teamsters, he was around when that started, the Western Canada Council of Teamsters. But any of the bodies that we have, construction organizations, pipeline organizations, and groups like that, I mean, those things kind of all started with him way back. And he just has this vision and foresight to take our union to where it needs to go.
I was in negotiations in Calgary and seen this tall string bean, and I just immediately actually became friends with Roy. He was such a strong personality and a natural personality.
I mean, both of us were just principal officers back then, but we were both into fairness and what we perceived as to be fair or unfair within the system itself, and were resigned to one another to try to change that.
He always shared in the accomplishments with all of the staff, and he always let everybody know he had your back. As long as you acted in a professional, respectful manner, Roy would always have your back.
As with any good orchestra, you need to have a great conductor. And whether you traveled with Roy for business or pleasure, make no mistake about it, Roy was the conductor. Roy also worked and played the role of being the shepherd, always looking after his flock. Whether that flock was the membership, the organization, or his co-workers, Roy had your back. Roy would always be willing to give you guidance based on his experience, of many, many years of experience. He was always looking for what was best for our organization. our members, and the person he was giving the advice to.
I have learned from Roy to stay the course, but also to not be afraid to reach out to other people should you need assistance or guidance. We are a big family across this country, and the importance of knowing different people across the country, relationships, extremely important, and I won't ever forget that.
Roy Finley, c'est le grand sage, c'est le Dumbledore des Teamsters. Les cheveux et la barbe en moins, il va s'en dire. Roy connaît un réseau de contacts immense, il connaît tout le monde, il est toujours en mesure de rejoindre les personnes quand c'est nécessaire. Et le jour où Roy va partir, il va être extrêmement difficile à remplacer pour notre organisation.
My dad was busy. He would work long hours growing up, and the phone would always ring, as most people know. And he was dedicated to that job, and he was dedicated to his family at the same time. So there was always, we were busy and he was busy, but he always was there when he could be, and he provided for us and made a great union, the family, and the union provided for us, and we had a great upbringing, and yeah, it was good.
I want to add something else. Roy, we love you.